On the road and hungry for a win against a Western Conference rival, the Golden State Warriors are ready for this thing to get started. The fans are making noise here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Oklahoma City Thunder getting settled in. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. Alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. So Golden State will get the first possession. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside. Curry, good. Well, you look at the numbers for the Warriors last season. Their offense revolved around Steph Curry, and no surprise.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Kevin. The numbers were staggering. I mean, with Curry on the floor, they were right at the top of the league in offensive efficiency. And when he sat down, they were the worst. A lot was on his shoulders, and he carried that burden well.
Now Thompson. Picked by Lee. Fires from deep. And Klay Thompson hits from deep.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
There's the dish to Perkins. Outside Durant. And he dunks it down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure, you're right.
Such an imposing finisher around the rim. Intimidating to the defense, really.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. Lee outside. It's Thompson off the drive. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot. And another 3 for Golden State.
3 straight makes to start this game. Looking good.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. 4-point game. Outside Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. Off the screen. And there's another one for the Thunder.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Westbrook against Curry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got 5 points so far. On defense, the Warriors. They lead by 4. Westbrook dishes to Durant. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that miss.
Curry passes to Lee. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Pretty impressive. 5 straight makes to start this game.
And here's Westbrook. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. I asked him what he thought would be the key for them, and he told me dealing with the penetration of Russell Westbrook. He's one of the most explosive athletes in the game. We've got to send him to help and rotate early to deny him finishes at the rim. Guys, that's never easy.
Thank you, Doris. And here's Westbrook after the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. Durant for 3. Count that one. Durant's got 7 points in the game. Warriors leading by 6. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Jackson. Iguodala right side. Here's Bogut. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. It's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. They get Andre Iguodala. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into the groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Now, here's Thompson. 8 points for him.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
And the rejection by Iguodala. The baseline J. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Iguodala's got his first basket.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. The 19-footer is on the money.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
You know, Steve, a lot of teams look at this Thunder franchise as a model, of how to go about building a team that can compete for a title through the NBA draft.
Well, it's a good model to follow, but you need some luck, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Durant fell into their lap. If they don't get the second pick in the lottery, and if Greg Oden doesn't go first to Portland, none of this happens. So, yeah, great planning, and they've had a terrific effort to put all this together, but it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
A second chance effort. Ibaka, no luck.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Iguodala dishes to Bogut. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. Dives for it, but he gets it back. Thompson. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Thompson's got 10 points in the game. Thunder trailing by 7.
Going back to touch again on the Thunder, really you couldn't have asked for a better scenario for a small market team to put together a roster like this. I mean, your core pieces, your cornerstone pieces, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, are all relatively young in their careers and seem to enjoy playing for each other, so they're going to be good for a long time.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Bogut kicks to Curry, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Three-pointer. Another three for Golden State.
Well, they did have to deal with some small market repercussions, though. The Thunder, I'm talking about, they couldn't afford to pay James Harden. They had to make that trade. But I think they've dealt with it really well. They've added some nice pieces. And the Thunder, obviously, still one of the elite teams in the NBA.
Now, here's Curry after the miss from Serge Ibaka. Lee passes to Iguodala. Back to Lee. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Durant. Durant drawing the double team. He kicks to Westbrook. Durant with a screen on Thompson. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Jackson. Elbow shot. And that one hits back iron.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Warriors leading by 8. Curry dishes to Lee. Passes it to Iguodala. The feed to Thompson. Curry kicks to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got 12.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser. He can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well-guarded.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Steve, with Klay, not every team thought of him as an elite shooter, or he wouldn't have gone as late as he did in the draft. But with his size, he has incredible range, and that is proved to be a factor in his play.
Yeah, and one thing he's been able to do this last season is find ways to quicken that release. So now he can get that three off in the blink of an eye. He's a big, strong kid. Doesn't need much room at all to let it fly. So, what an incredible weapon to have on offense.
Thunder trailing by 13. Here's Morrow. Westbrook a screen on Thompson. Morrill kicks to Collison. And he gets the bucket.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Warriors leading by 11. Green with a screen for Thompson. Lets the three fly. Westbrook pulls it in.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yep, +5 in rebounds. That didn't take long.
Warriors with the rebound.
He's not a guy they're going to be able to count on the way he's playing in this quarter.
Barnes against Durant. On the wing, Thompson. Kicks it to Lee. Back to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. That's good. Thompson's got 17 now.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Now here's Collison. He dishes it to Morrill. Off target with his three.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time, but yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
Here's Green. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Well, with this soft D, they're allowing them to shoot a very high percentage from the field so far.
Yeah, and they're just not offering any resistance, not making anything difficult for them, and they're able to kind of do whatever they want to do.
Now here's Westbrook. And the pass to Morrill. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, everyone knew that the Warriors were going to be a team on the rise after their deep run in 2013. Steve, you saw it firsthand, and they climbed to the ranks of the best in the West in 2014.
Well, they didn't end up where many had hoped, which would have been in the top 4 of the conference, but they were powerful at times and tough to stop. And in the West, you know, they still finished 6th. It just shows you the depth of the conference.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Oklahoma City. Golden State also making some changes. Spates checked in for Lee. Rush comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here is Livingston. And Rush kicks to Barnes. And the wide open shot from Green. No good on the 3.
You know, and to be fair to the Warriors, 6th in the West is still a pretty significant accomplishment when you consider how many really good teams are out there in the Western Conference. A 50-win season is great, but when it only gets you the 6th seed, that's the problem.
Here is Livingston following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Feeds it to Barnes. Spates sets a screen. Rush from outside. Good. Rush has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And for the Warriors, yes, they finished 6th in the West last year, but they can compete with anyone in the conference with their shooting. In fact, they hit about 40% of their threes against Western Conference teams last year.
Now here's Lamb. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Rush with the steal. The finish. Botches the slam dunk finish.
Oh, perfect opportunity to finish the break, and he blows it.
Steve, you have to be able to finish off plays like that. It's a must.
Adams' shot is good.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Livingston passes to Rush. To the paint. And the powerful one-handed slam. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throwdown there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Thunder shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Well, as an 81% free throw shooting team last season, I mean, you can't find much fault with what they were doing from the line.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Livingston, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. His finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his side.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers, and it always looks better, and he certainly makes up for the lack of height with that athleticism.
Yeah, his leaping ability is just off the charts, guys.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Warriors lead by 14. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve.
Thunder trailing by 14. So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. Livingston is out there with Rush, and it's Spates in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. On the wing, Jackson, 6 to shoot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, the Thunder with an athletic guard rotation between Russell Westbrook and Reggie Jackson. Jackson, of course, not the level of Westbrook, but he brings some similar things to the table as far as size, athleticism, scoring, and rebounding.
And he makes the first. And Jackson, the former 24th pick overall, Clark back in 2011 out of BC, rounding into a quality NBA player and score one more for the Thunder's front office.
Well, Oklahoma City seems to like that athletic player with size, toughness, and athleticism, and you know what? Jackson fits that mold.
Jackson hits both of them.
When you face the Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the things defensively that you have to prioritize is keeping them out of transition. This team is long and athletic, and if they get out in the open court, you're in big trouble.
Rush dishes to Livingston. On the wing, Iguodala. It's stolen by Jones. Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Lamb. And Ibaka kicks to Jackson. Hit his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. And the Thunder in the half court, more of a jump shooting team.
And sometimes that can be a backhanded compliment. I mean, you look at their roster, Durant, Westbrook, Ibaka, even Reggie Jackson, you know, all pretty good from mid-range. So they spread you out, and then, of course, Durant's jump shot is pretty much unguardable.
Launches it, and he gets it to go. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. I mean, they have to get a hand in his face.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And Rush kicks to Livingston. The 3 from Barnes. And Jones pulls it down.
He just couldn't shake loose. He had the defender draped all over him.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, thank you, Kevin. Andre Iguodala is sneaky good. He said they say numbers never lie. I'm the opposite. I think numbers always lie. My game having a huge impact. It may not show up on the stat sheet, but if you watch closely, you'll see it. And Kevin, Draymond Green said, every team needs an Andre Iguodala. He is such a smart player. He does everything. Guys?
Green, a smart player in his own right. Thanks, Doris. Out to the wing. Lamb passes to Jackson. Ibaka sets the pick for Jackson. High, arcing shot, and he gets it to go. And now just a 5-point Warrior lead.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Iguodala's got 5 now.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. With all that Sean Livingston went through with his horrific injury a few years back, you know, Steve, it's amazing just to see him out there on the floor playing basketball.
Yeah, I remember seeing that live. It was one of the most awful things to see on a basketball court, and I just have so much respect for Livingston, the way he's continued to grind it out and carve out a career for himself. He's become a very, very good player.
And the Thunder making a change here. Durant's checked in. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Lee comes in for Barnes. Thompson, he's checked in for Brandon Rush. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
And with Livingston, you know, he had to adjust the way he played after the injury, but was able to pick things up on the fly as he managed to be a contributor on every team that he's been on since the injury. And I think that says an awful lot about him as a player and as a person.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lamb dishes to Jackson. Pass to Jones. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Good. 16 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, with Livingston, as you said, he had to adjust his game a lot after the injury, but he was so skilled coming into the league that you knew he'd find a way to become a positive influence on the floor. He's not one-dimensional at all. He can do a lot of things out there.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Perkins comes in for Perry Jones. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Lamb. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 13-5 run here. Durant drawing the double team. Back to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Now it's just a 3-point Warrior lead.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Here's Lee. The Thunder pull it in.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They're knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
Tries again, and the layup is good. Perkins got his first 2 points.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
It's stolen by Ibaka. Perkins with it. He's picked up by Lee. Durant with a wide open look. Again, Durant missing.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Curry passes to Bogut. And here's Iguodala outside. Shot is off. And the Thunder going the other way now. Durant kicks to Morrow. Connects from three-point range. Morrow's got 6. Golden State's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
You know, Anthony Morrow, one player you can't leave open from long range. One of the league's elite shooters. Last season getting back into the mid-40s from beyond the arc.
Outside Curry. Lee, a screen on Jackson. Curry dishes to Thompson. Here's Lee. Shot to stop the run, and the layup is good. Lee's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Jackson passes to Perkins. Here's Durant. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Durant's got 18 points in the game.
Things are starting to warm up from the field for them this quarter as they add to their lead.
Yeah, it seems like everybody, Steve, has the hot hand right now.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Thompson dishes to Bogut. The jump hook, and he gets it to go.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Ibaka sets the pick for Jackson. Ibaka with the screen on Curry. Jackson passes to Ibaka. No good with the triple.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Here's Jackson. He's got 14. Durant sets a screen for Jackson. And Durant, here we go. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. Durant's got 8 points in the quarter. Thompson left side. Good on the shot. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Ibaka with the screen on Iguodala. Here's Durant. And there's another one for the Thunder.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Outside Curry. Lee, a screen on Jackson. Durant against Lee. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Thompson again missing.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here. Reggie Jackson is really strong and athletic, an excellent driver and finisher, especially when working off the pick and roll.
And Jackson, a good three-point shooter at Boston College. But it seems, Steve, he's still adjusting to the NBA three-point range.
Well, last year he shot about 3 of them per game, Kevin. Made a little more than a third of his attempts. So he needs to shoot a better percentage from the corners in particular. But, you know, as a ball handler, he's a good setup man, good assist man, really good all-around guard.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams comes in for Kendrick Perkins. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Serge Ibaka.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Lee kicks to Green from downtown. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Durant dishes to Westbrook. Back to Durant. Outside Westbrook. Here's Morrow, guarded by Curry. Just 4 to shoot. And the basket by Morrow. Morrow's got 8 points.
Now he's gotten his legs underneath him because he's having a heck of a quarter.
Warriors trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Thompson passes to Green. Buries the long-range jumper.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Westbrook drives in. The Warriors pull it in. Curry with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Golden State moving the ball around. Thompson outside. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Outside Durant, jacks up a three. That's good. Durant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Thunder.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. And just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Curry kicks to Lee. Lee left side. Curry with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Right side Jackson. Adams outside. Here's Morrow. He's covered by Thompson. And the basket by Morrow.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Over in the corner, Green. No good on the 3.
Tell you, he had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. Dishes to Durant.
Man, that was unreal. Mark it up. Now, they're really doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
That's the key, Steve. They'll stay in control of this game if they can just avoid any lulls going forward.
No good from Lee.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Steven Adams, he was taken 12th overall by the Thunder in the 2013 draft. You know, viewed as more of a project, but what an impressive start in his rookie season. I think he's the future in terms of the center position for Oklahoma City.
And the pick that the Thunder used to select Adams, acquired in the James Harden trade. They hated to see Harden go, but it seems they got a quality player in Adams, that's for sure. This kid has tremendous potential. They did well to find a talented 7-footer late in the lottery, especially considering how weak the draft was.
Nick Collison's checked in for Anthony Morrow. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for David Lee. Brandon Rush, who's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And for Steven Adams, just 1 year at the University of Pittsburgh, he got better and better, Steve, as the year wore on.
Yeah, I'll say he's a guy who understands his strengths. He's huge. He's relentless on the offensive glass. Pretty good hands and can finish at the rim. I think he still has a lot of room to grow. Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
And he makes the first. Jones checked in for the Thunder. Lamb comes in for Reggie Jackson. Livingston hits both of them. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Now Lamb. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. No good from outside. Livingston kicks to Green. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfect.
Here's Westbrook. And the first half is now in the books. Thunder out in front, up by 6. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Kevin, obviously a very close game. What has been your approach tonight?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them feel a few guys, get some deflections, and get some easy baskets.
Kevin, thank you so much. A hard-working Kevin Durant, gentlemen.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.